Hey, hey, and happy Tuesday morning to you. Hope everyone's doing well today. I am doing much better, even better so than the last time that I streamed since my surgery, but doing really good. And I've been flying every day, like almost all day long off stream. And I just decided today to stream. Hey, what's going on, Papa? How you doing? Yuba, that's right. Man, it's good to be back. It's good to be here. Good to be seen, actually. Good to see you, Yuba. Hope you're doing well. So your Barbara Papa is another streamer, also one of the two people who created and maintain Soxy AI Alicia, my AI bot that I use here. So let me give Yuba a shout out. Hey, what's up, Chili Willy? How you doing? Yes, it has been a long time since I've streamed. Hope you're doing well. How you doing, Chili Willy? So I'm off work for the next 3 weeks. It is, I think, and been doing. Oh, cool. Thank you, Yuba. Hey, Ashev, how are you? You're very welcome for the shout out. Ashev is another friend of the community here who does stream some, and also has a YouTube channel where he does a lot of gel ball competitions. Awesome guy as well. Let me give my good buddy Oshev a shout out as well. Yeah, and Chili Willy also a streamer. Sorry, I'm kind of rusty here. It's been a little while since I've streamed, but I've been streaming. I've been flying, not streaming. Been flying every day. So I've got a virtual airline. It's hosted on a thing called FS Hub, and a lot of people they're like scared because when I say airline, a lot of people in my community don't necessarily like airliners or don't like flying them anyways. But no, you can fly anything in here. So I fly general aviation almost exclusively, and we have in my airline, ParaSox Air, we have a lot of general aviation routes and bush routes as well. Oh, thank you, Ashev. I appreciate that. So I've got two neck braces. This is the biggest one. It holds my head a lot more still than the other one did. I kind of feel like I'm choking or something, but anyways, I got to wear this for about 3 more weeks too. So what I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna start out just kind of showing you what a virtual airline is and what Parasox Air is all about. No, I'm in no pain at all, Yuba. The surgery actually looks pretty good where they cut me on my neck to access it. No pain at all. It looks good. Um, still have numbness in my fingers, and my arm, my right arm is still numb. But they said it will take time for that to get fixed, and that's what the surgery was for, to help fix it. Yes, exactly, Ashev. So I'm gonna start out just kind of showing FS Hub because I feel like, I mean, we've got 63 pilots, but very few of us are active. So I'm gonna show what it's about. If you're
So
interested in
good to
just
see you
checking out,
flying again.
yeah, thank you, Soxy. If you're just interested in learning about Parasox Air, you can type in exclamation PSA. But we got 63 pilots. We are ranked 20th out of I think it's like 1,000 airlines. I'd like to move up a little bit, but Kev Sim Corner, y'all know Kev. A lot of y'all know Kev Sim Corner. He flies daily. Mustix flies almost daily. Oh yeah, Ashev, I did. Oh yeah, Yuba, I totally understand what you're talking about. They're a lot of fun though. You know, to begin with, I wasn't really interested in a virtual airline because, like a lot of people, I thought it was just for flying airliners. But I've got a lot of bush routes. I do have a lot of airliner routes, in real life routes, a lot of historical routes, but also a lot of other things as well. I've been flying the Silk Road from China to Russia and beyond. It's a historical path that I've been flying off stream. So today we're gonna do. I'm gonna switch screens really quick. Yeah, let's see here. What do I need to do? Oh, Soxy posted it. Oh, nice. You've more to come on Sunday. Oh, nice. Yeah, I really do enjoy the videos, Chef. All right, so let me go with. I added it to the wrong freaking there. Let's just do this. Okay. So you'll see all the other tabs I have open as well. But as a part of FS Hub, which hosts the virtual airlines, they have daily challenge flights. So what we're going to do today, we're going to do the short flight to begin with, and then I may jump in the Vision Jet and do the medium flight after that. But today we'll start out with the short flight. This one is somewhat of a challenge, and I'll show you why in just a minute. But that's today's short flight. Y'all let me know also if the music's too loud. I don't want it to overpower me, of course. But you go in, you don't have to file your own flight plan. That will make you where people can see where you're flying when you go to the airline radar. So on your airline, you can see the people that are currently flying and where they're flying. So this is me on the ground right now. I'm the only pilot in ParaSox Air that's flying right now. I know it's early. Oh, good, Oshev. I'm glad that you're recovered. But yeah, you can see not only my airline or our airline, but you can also see all the pilots that are flying right now in FS Hub in general. So this is everybody that's flying in the hosted FS Hub, which hosts everything. But anyways, like I said, we currently have 63 pilots, and only about 3 or 4 of us are, or well, about 4 or 5 of us are actually active. But we got some pretty good. We've flown a lot. Here's all our statistics, and it logs all our flights, our landing rates, how far it was, and all that good stuff as well. Oh yes, everyone is welcome. I don't care what you fly. Everyone's welcome, whatever you fly. Yes, I mean that, and everyone knows that. When I say all are welcome, I mean all are welcome. So as far as routes, let me show you my map. Let's see here. Where is my routes map? I think this is it. No, there it is. Launch route map. So these are all the company routes. These are the ParaSox Air routes. Look at this. They are all over the place. So we have a lot of things to fly. You have no lack of places to fly in ParaSox Air. All right, enough of that. Let's switch to the sim. So there's a couple. Hey, what's up, Baked? How you doing? No problem at all, dude. Good to see you this morning. Baked is here this morning. Good to see you. He and Chubloaf are partners, and they stream together on Twitch as well under Chubloaf's name. So if Chub comes in, then I'll give you guys a shout out, because my shout out button is just set up that way. I'm sorry. But no problem at all, man. Thank you for the lurk. Oh no, so as far as the plane, and thank you for asking that, Yuba. That's a very good question. As far as the plane, you fly whatever is in whatever you have in the sim. Oh yeah, no worries at all. So whatever you have in the sim is the plane that you fly. So you don't have to. So this isn't like where you have to buy planes and have virtual money and all that stuff. It's not set up like that. No plane to buy, no plane to loan. There's no money exchange. This is just fun places, the fun places to go. Soxy telling people what to do. Oh man. So earlier today, I tried to fly the short route while I was walking, and I crashed. What's up, Logic? How you doing? Hey, what's up, Chronico? How are you? Aviator Logic is one of the leaders of the Flight Sim Thunderbirds. Many of y'all have heard of the FS Thunderbirds, the Flight Sim Thunderbirds. Good friends. I had narrated them for them for a couple of seasons. Good buddies, though. Got to meet them in person as well at Flight Sim Expo last year. Good to see you, Logic. And Chronico, hope you're well, man. Good to see you. Still love your Instagram post, Chronico. You're a big encouragement, man. I really do appreciate that. So as I was walking, I crashed into a mountain because I stalled, I think. And I was struggling getting my plane going again, so let's see what's going to happen here. Oh, Chronico, no, seriously, thank you. All right, I'm going to hit the ground running, so this is going to be a hot start. And if you want to fly with me, feel free to load on in. We are going to be at November, what airport was this? Yeah, November 7-6. November 7-6. So yeah, I was walking, and this plane that I fly, the WB Sim modded 172, if you crash it, you have to exit out of the sim and go back to the world map to be able to fix the engine. All right, let me turn off. Oh, come on now. There we go. 1 minute. Let me turn off my my Tobii eye tracker because I can't really. I'm not very good at moving my head with this thing on. Okay, see, I've got a problem, and I don't know how to fix this. I was hoping that restarting the sim would fix it. My radios are not working, and I'm not sure how to fix that. So I may have to fly the default Asobo 172 because I'm not sure. It's not a circuit breaker issue. None of my circuit breakers are tripped. I may have to reach out to the WB Sim guys and find out why my radio panels aren't working. I don't think it's because I don't have them turned on. Give me just a minute. Yeah, they should be on. Yep, they should be on. So I'm not sure. I don't know if any of you guys have the WB Sim 172 and can tell me. Yeah, there is. Oh, check battery. So how do I check the battery? That may be what it is, but how do I do something with the battery, Chronico? Yeah, I'm not charging anything at all. That may be. Oh wait. Oh dang, that's all it was. I didn't have my RPM up high enough. What an idiot. I feel so crazy. Yes, that's what it was. It was my volts. Sheesh. All I had to do was give it some gas. Oh well. I can't tell you how many times I exited out to the world map and then restarted the sim for this. Well, there we go. Thank you so much. Hey, Dougal, what's up? Thank you for the work lurk. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, so it was just a battery issue. Cool. That's good to know, actually. All right, now I do use a couple different ways to navigate whenever I'm flying in Microsoft Flight Sim, and I'm going to show those really quick as well. So today's going to be somewhat of an educational stream, I guess, to start with. So I use Navigraph. My Navigraph window is not working. Hang on a minute. Let me scoot Navigraph over here. So I use Navigraph. A lot of y'all are familiar with Navigraph. However, Navigraph does not have a lot of the smaller airports. And that's the case with this airport. So Navigraph is not showing this airport. So I really can't use Navigraph for this. However, what I do is I will use Little Nav Map because there's a lot of areas, and this is a good example. Where's the Little Nav Map? There it is. So Little Nav Map will give you altitudes. Oh, no problem at all. Thank you, Chronico. God bless you, my friend. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. Have a great day at work and be safe, my friend. Always good to see you, man. Thank you. So Navigraph, once you plug in your flight plan, it'll show you your altitudes and what your minimum is. So my minimum for this flight is 3,000 feet. So I'm going to be flying at 3,000 feet. That's MSL, mean sea level. So I'll be flying at 3,000 feet above sea level, not AGL, not above ground level, but 3,000 feet MSL. So, but
Nebraska not showing this airport sounds like MSFS shenanigans at their finest.
So this shows what the tallest peaks of mountains or whatever you may run into. Anyways, so that's why I use Little Nav Map, just to see what my altitudes, what my minimum altitude should be. It's a really cool tool, and it's free as well. I really like that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and plug in my altitude. So I'm gonna be flying at 3,000. Got that plugged in. All right, and I am ready for takeoff. Again, if you'd like to fly, feel free to. I know it's a work day for a lot of people, and that's cool. It would be for me too if I was not on medical leave. The part brake off. I should have one notch of flaps activated right now. Oh, I don't. There we go. One notch of flaps on. Stay in the middle of the runway, Scruff. Holy crap, I'm up in the air. Quick, what the heck? Oh, Lord, we're going to have a crash. Hang on a minute. There. So my trim is all screwed up from the crash that I had. So I'm adjusting my trim right now. So I'm at a little bit better attitude of flying. Let's see here. There we go. Now I'm not pointing straight to the sky. All right, now we're good. Now I'm going to activate my autopilot. Vertical speed, I'm going to go at 200 feet a minute. And we should be good. Now I'm going to turn on my controls cam. I had it pointing the wrong direction. Let me do this. So what I was doing over here on this, on my autopilot panel, I was adjusting the maximum altitude, my desired altitude, 3,000, and then how my rate of climb, which is going to be 200 feet a minute. Yeah. So I actually had a viewer, Logic, gift me these two radios. So this is a radio panel. The bottom one's a navigation radio panel, and the top one's autopilot. And then there's a third panel too that I didn't need because I've got the Bravo. But they also gifted me an HP Reverb headset, which was like mind blowing. All right, now I like to fly around 90, 95 knots. So I'm going to throttle back just a little bit. I notice my volt light's still on, but I think it's just because my alternator needs to charge my battery a little bit. Oh, actually, I'm not charging. What is up with that? Why am I not charging? I may still have a problem with my plane. Not sure. Yeah. So I have flown. Now I haven't tried it on stream, but I don't think I would ever fly VR on stream anyways, Logic. But I have flown it off stream, and yes, it is. It's pretty demanding, for sure. But man, it is sweet flying it off stream. And now that I've got a lot of time to fly off stream, I can't, because I can't have all that weight on my neck. So there's that. Oh, another cool thing. So there's a couple pieces of software that you need to fly in ParaSox Air or FS Hub. And there's one called LRM, landing rate monitor, and that's what actually follows your plane. So if you look, I'm going to switch back to, there we go. Let me show my screen. Oh man, yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome. Hey Blondie, how are you? Welcome in. So here's my plane. When you click on the plane, it gives you my tail number, also where I departed from, what my arrival is going to be. And then if I zoom in, you can actually see my route there. So there's my route. And then over here, I don't, my window's too big. I can't see it. Anyways, it gives you the heading that you're flying and all that good stuff as well. So what I have done is I'll start a long flight, then I'll go sit in my recliner and watch TV, but I can watch the progress of my plane as I'm flying, so I don't have any issues with things. Yeah, Blondie, how are you? I am fantastic. Thank you. Hey, Stool Pigeon. Dude, I haven't seen you stream in a while. What's up? Everything good with you, or have I just been missing your streams? Let me give Blondie a shout out and Stool Pigeon. Super Typhon, welcome in, Super Typhon. How are you as well? Good to see everybody this morning. There's a shout out for Blondie and for Stool Pigeon. Yeah, I'm doing good. So I had surgery. They call it cervical surgery. Ah, okay, Stool. I was wondering about that. Excuse me. So I had cervical surgery, and it's basically they fused two of the vertebrae in the back of my neck. So let's see here. If I can switch to my chatting. Now you can see the neck brace that I have to wear for the next 3 weeks. I had surgery 2 weeks ago. Today was my surgery. And the recovery time with wearing the brace is a month. You know, I was really, really anxious about it, but it was not as bad as what I thought it was going to be. Adjust my fuel mixture just a little bit. There we go. I was concerned that I would, you know, possibly maybe partially wake up during surgery or jump or something, and they would, I don't know, cut my spinal cord or something. But anyways, everything was good. But yeah, I was definitely had some anxiety about it, but it was awesome. So far, I haven't noticed that it's real. What is going on with my plane? I haven't noticed that it's really fixed the problem that I was having yet, which is my right arm was
Scruffy,
numb
just
and
chilling
weak,
and flying as usual. Glad your recovery's going well.
and these two fingers were numb, and they still are. The arm's still weak, the arm's still partially numb, so I really haven't noticed a difference yet, but I'm sure it'll come. Right, exactly, Dougal. So what was happening was I was getting an updraft from the hills, and it was changing the way. Oh, actually, wow. I've got a 20 knot headwind. The wind shifted on me, and that slowed my plane way down is what happened, and it's due to the hills. So once we climb up to 3,000 feet, I should be okay. Won't quite get the turbulence and the effects from these hills. But yeah, it's always scary to hear your pilot wonder what's going on with the plane. Exactly. Not what you want to hear. So I was going to fly this anyways. In fact, I started this flight this morning before I went on my daily walk. and apparently had the same problem that I just had. My plane got so slow that it stalled and it crashed. So when I came back from my walk, my plane had crashed, and I still haven't got it completely fixed yet. I don't know why my volt light is still on and I'm not charging. So hopefully we don't run out of battery power while we're flying. All right, I'm going to jump outside the plane and see if anyone's flying along with us. Probably not, because it is early and it is a weekday. Yeah, so that's cool. But if anyone wants to fly, if you can, if you want to, jump on in and fly. Fly what you want to and fly how you want to. When I'm through with this flight, I'll probably jump in the Vision Jet and do the medium haul flight. Famous last words. Yeah, really getting some wild updrafts because I've got a 20 knot headwind. So when you think about it, if you've got a 20 knot wind coming up over these hills, it's hitting my plane pretty hard, especially as I approach the apex of the hill. That's what's happening. That's kind of slowing my plane down like it was. So you can see my my airspeed right here. Right now I'm at 108 knots or so. Once I get close to the apex of this hill, you should see it slow down a little bit because of that. Or you'll see my plane bounce around or something. But welcome in, everyone. If you're just joining me, I'm doing, hey, Fun Family Gaming, what's going on? I am fantastic. How are you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Fun Family Gaming, another streamer friend. Give him a shout out. A streamer that I met through AI Alicia. And so now I'm flying at 100 knots, and I'm kind of in between now. Let's see what happens as I come up over this hill. "23 knot winds now. And they're coming directly at me too. You see this arrow right here. I don't know if you can see it or not. The down arrow means the winds are directly at me at 22 knots. Oh, you're working from home today. Cool. I'm on medical leave until September the 9th is when I go back to work. So I said, you know what? I'll take advantage of this and do some flying. I've been flying a lot, like all day, every day. But today I just figured I'd stream it. So it's kind of a chill, relaxed stream today. I don't have flight plans built or anything like that. We're just doing, yeah, you can kind of tell by the collar. Yes. My wife likes the collar. She puts a leash on me to keep me straight. That way she knows what I'm doing. I'm gonna slow down a little bit now. I'm flying a little faster than what I wanted to be. Yeah, right. Exactly. So I had some socks made for merch, and when the hospital gave me this collar, they said you're gonna want to cut some socks and use it to protect your wound and to protect the collar. So I said, well, that'll be cool. So yeah, I cut up some of my older Scruffy Tam socks, and that's what those are. Yeah, branded socks. Oh, no problem at all. I totally understand, Yuba. Yeah, I know today's a work day, and it's early for those in the United States. Yeah. Oh, it did. It worked out perfect. So I've got my purple Scruffy Tam logo, my green Scruffy Tam logo, and then my ParaSox Air logo that I'm using. And I just kind of, every day I rotate them out. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind whistling. Oh, good Lord. 29 knot winds right now. That's rough. That's a lot of wind. I can hear the wind howling in my headphones. So every day in ParaSox Air, there's a daily challenge flight. Actually, Logic, dude, no, I'm not going to be able to go. It is not closer to me. Houston and New Hampshire are about the same. It's a 15-hour drive for me to New Hampshire. Yeah. Yeah, so unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it. I can probably get a cheaper flight straight from GSP, where I flew out of, to Boston, and then get a car, but I'm trying to do better. Oh, all right. Yes, for sure, Still Pigeon. So I'm trying to do better financially. Excuse me. So anyways, yeah. Trying to get out of debt. Oh, I said New Hampshire. I meant Rhode Island. I'm sorry. Yeah, Rhode Island, it's a 15-hour drive to Rhode Island. But yes, it is. New Hampshire is north of Massachusetts. And Rhode Island is right below Massachusetts. But yes, it's a 15-hour drive to there. That's what I meant. Hey, what's up? Thank you for the first time chat. X Flying 90. Yeah, so I'm doing I have a virtual airline that I fly general aviation in, and this is the daily challenge flight. It's the short hop. So yeah, if you want to jump in, we're on the Southeast Asia server, X Flying, and thank you for the first time chat. Also, welcome in.
Is always tight. We appreciate your streams no matter what.
Oh no,
Dude.
I'm in South Carolina. You thought this was a Jersey accent? Oh, did you really? Like in real life, X Flying, or you in the sim? That's pretty wild. No, you're cool. Oh, in the sim? Wow, that's awesome. No, Logic, I'm actually from Massachusetts though. I'm originally from Massachusetts, so I just don't have the accent because I've lived down here since I was 10. Yeah, so then after this, excuse me. Let's see here. We've got the medium challenge is 370. Excuse me. Hang on a minute. The medium flight challenge is 373 nautical miles, which is kind of short. And maybe not. I might fly the Vision Jet for that one. It's a little long for the Cessna, but in my opinion, it's a little short for the Vision, but I'll probably fly the Vision Jet in that one. So what's really going to be challenging about this flight,
Stress sucks, but your dedication rocks, dude.
is right at the very end. There's a almost 2,000 foot mountain, and then the airport is right on the other side of the mountain. So after I cross over that mountain, I'm going to have to side slip it big time to get down to the airport at altitude, which I guess 2,000 feet's not really that bad. It's 2,000 feet's really not a mountain. That's probably more like a hill. Here I am panicking over 2,000 feet. Calm down, Scruff. Yeah, I've got to figure out what's going on with this. I'm thinking I may have to go to, at the airport, go to one of the fueling stations and sit there for a minute, and that charges my battery. But I don't know if it's going to fix my alternator though. So my volt light is on. I'm not charging. I don't have any tripped circuit breakers, but I'm just not sure why. Oh wait, that's it right there. It is tripped. No, it's not. I'll cycle it. Maybe if I cycle it, that'll fix it. Let's see. Lord of mercy, I should not have done that. No, I should not have done that. Oh gosh, that killed everything. Now I'm in trouble. Let me just try cycling my key really quick. What have I done? I don't want to restart this flight. Yeah, Moet, what's happening? I'm going to have to. All right, so we're going to fly with no electronics now. Yeah, I am. I've got it pulled up still. Super Typhon, thank you. Just need to stay at altitude. We do have a 2,000 foot hill right towards the end, so I'll stay around 3,000 feet for now.
That side slip.
I'm just not sure what I did. Or what I need to do to fix the battery light. Still got a really strong headwind, which is good. I can fly straight in. Then once I land, what I'll end up doing, Jeffrey, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Jeffrey, thank you so much for 18 months on a 17-month streak. Dude, thank you so much, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Jeffrey B, another streamer friend of the community here. Good to see you, Jeffrey. Hope you're doing well. How are things for you, my friend? Surgery recovery is going really well for me. I'm virtually in no pain at all from the surgery. Still got numbness and weakness in my arm, but they say with therapy and time that will get better. I'm a little bit disappointed about that, but so we got some electrical problems with my plane today. So we're flying with no electronics at all. And I would have done an emergency landing. However, this is one of the daily challenge flights in FS Hub, the virtual airline host. And I want to make sure that I don't have to restart that. Hey, what's up, ParaSox? There we go. There's a shout out for Jeffrey B. Took me a minute. My shout out button sometimes gets a little quirky. No, so I started a flight a little while ago and I went for a walk. Let me give you a shout out first. Give ParaSox a shout out also, another good buddy of mine, DH ParaSox. You're welcome for the shout out, Jeffrey. Thank you for the resub. So I started a flight, went on a walk, and my plane stalled and crashed. Well, this plane, this is the WB Sim modded plane that's like supposed to be near study level. When it crashes,
you still land smoother than butter.
Hey, what's up, Hayden? Welcome in. How are you? Good morning or good afternoon to you. So when it crashes, you actually have to exit out of the sim and come back in and then fix things. I thought I had everything fixed, but my voltage light was still on. So like a noob, I decided to try cycling my alternator circuit breaker. And when I did that, it killed all my avionics. So now I'm flying with no electronics at all. But I've got little nav map pulled up, so I'm using my map. I'm flying true VFR now. Oh, you're welcome, man. I'm glad you're doing good. So I don't know if y'all have seen on Discord or heard from anybody or whatever, but I had surgery 2 weeks ago today. So I'm wearing a neck brace because they fused a couple of my vertebrae in the back of my neck together. But the way they access it is they go through the front. So they make an incision, slide your esophagus and the windpipe out of the way, and then access it there. It's pretty wild. She would, wouldn't she? Yes, she would, Dougal. And so would Captain Arash. Although I'm not flying celestial navigation, which would be a little difficult with it being cloudy also. But yes, no autopilot, hand flying. Once I learned how to use autopilot in this plane, I kind of rely on it a lot. Hey, there's Chubb. What's up, Chubb? How are you doing, my friend?
I'm flying blind and still
good
not
to see you. Leo was in here earlier.
Get him.
Let me give Chubb a shout out. So Chubb Loaf and Baked Leo, they co-stream, do an amazing job. A lot of fun on their streams. Always something scary. Y'all, yesterday you were doing something to do with the ocean. I was lurking because I was reading. I wasn't active, but it looked pretty awesome actually though. Let me give y'all a shout out and Hayden a shout out as well, just in case. And Hayden is a streamer as well. Still wakes the deep. Yes, thank you, Leo. It is terrifying. I'm almost always lurking on someone's stream. I don't always say hi or anything, but I try to lurk. Oh, you've only streamed once? Well, no problem. Hey, I picked up on it. Oh yeah, for sure. So there's not a whole lot I can do. I'm very, very limited. I can't bend, I can't lift, and I can't twist. So when I look at another monitor, I have to turn my whole body to look at all my other monitors. And the heaviest thing I can lift is a gallon of milk. I can do no exercise except walking. So I've been doing a ton of walking. You know, I'm kind of surprised actually that my plane started back up, because if the battery was dead, the starter may not have had enough juice to even spin the engine over to start it. So I should be grateful that it did start back up once I shut it off while I was in the air. Soxy, what are you saying? God, what? Dang, okay, Soxy is like roasting me right now. A yawn fest. Yeah, right? Sheesh. Rude. Rude. Only speak. Dang, what the heck? I know, right? What's up, Capuchin Steve? How you doing, man? Good to see you, Bizcat Jam. Yeah, sucks. He's definitely trolling me big time, right? So in case y'all didn't know, Soxy is my AI bot. It's really cool. She's powered by AI Alicia. And she learns as I stream. You can make her, you can kind of make her lean, you know, it snarky or not snarky, or family friendly or not family friendly, and then she learns from there. But yeah, oh yeah, she's definitely in one of those moods. Oh, that's awesome. Don't be jelly just because you're not as witty. Frankie Poops, what's up, man? How are you doing, Frankie? Good to see you. Hope you are well, my friend. Oh, dude, yeah, it was in the 60s here too. It was 69. So I got up and went walking immediately because it's nice, cool, and it wasn't real humid either. Oh, the neck is great. This neck brace drives me up the wall. But no, it's doing fine, healing very well. I took the dressing off a week ago, well, last Thursday, and they still have these little, they call them steri strips covering up the incision, but it looks good. I'm doing good. Still have the numbness in my arm and my two fingers, especially the tips of these two fingers, but I've got exercises I'm doing every day to help with that. But no, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. The neck brace I'm wearing today is a little bit thicker, or a little bit wider, I guess, than the one they gave me at the hospital, so it holds my head a lot more stiff. Drives me up the absolute wall. How long? They didn't say, Frankie. So I go back on the 4th, I think it is, September the 4th, for my post-op checkup, and then hopefully he'll let me know then. But it's probably going to be months before I can start back lifting like I was. Oh, dude, it's so freaking rough. Yeah. Oh, I was really, yes. And what's bad is, so because of my pinched nerve, I could already see it affects my tricep in my dominant arm. think so, Stool. I'm not 100%. Oh, who is that? Who's flying with me? I'm sorry. I should have looked. Moet, welcome in, Moet. Thank you for flying. I didn't even realize anyone was flying along. I'm glad you jumped in there to let me see you. So it affects my tricep and my dominant arm, and you'd be surprised at what all the tricep does. So anyways, where was I going with that? Oh, I can physically see a difference in the tricep in my left arm and my right arm. My left arm tricep now is much bigger than my right arm. I'm losing muscle mass. And I was so into working out and I had gained so much, but I mean, it is what it is. It's life. Yes, Blondie, it is. So I don't know if I'll ever be able to work out as hard as I was, but that's okay. I mean, I'm 56. It's not like, you know, I'm 20 or 30 something and want to be a Hulk. But I'm a big guy and I wanted to bulk up a little bit is all. Just the babe. Thank you, Dougal. Oh, really? Oh, nice. Oh, man. I cannot wait for the day. You cycled last week. You were sore for 3 days. Day number 2 is always the worst with workouts. The day after, you're sore, but it's day 2 that you're really feeling it typically. So the airport should be right on the other side of this hill here.
Show us.
Oh, Lord. I was afraid someone was going to do that. So, yeah, I can see that too, Super Typhon. So I am wearing socks. They are footy socks, though, so I'll still show my socks of the day, but you're going to see some of my ankle, too. So on my socks of the day, sorry, nothing really fancy. I have Swans. These are pool floats, I think. On my right foot, these are pool floats, like a Swan pool float, and then the circular pool float. Left foot, just plain old blue sock. I'm sorry, I didn't go fancy today. Sorry about that. But those are my socks of the day. It's, as you can imagine, not being able to bend over. It's a challenge putting on socks, especially pulling them up. So I've been wearing just footy socks so I can go walk. But I didn't want to disappoint you guys. Thank you for excusing me, Bitch Cat Jam. But I do have.
Your tricep will be
I do have a
back in no
sock.
time. Stay strong.
I do have a sock on my neck brace, so there's that. So scandalous with the ankle showing, right? Ooh, sexy. All right, so the runways. Oh, good. I do have a runway I can fly into. I'm gonna fly into runway 30. Oh, yeah, brace, exactly. That's what I need to do. As Two-Tone Murphy would say, oh, baby. Sock on next brace, next fashion trend. Soxy, you're so funny. You so funny. So yeah, when the hospital told me just to cut up some socks to use to protect the brace. Yeah, you know, it's not real loud in my, there we go. I'll turn it up in my headphones. Yeah, that's old school Bon Jovi too, isn't it? Yeah, I can't remember what album that's off of, but that may be off their first album. Right, now she's trying to be nice, exactly. Oh, Slippery and Wet. Okay, thank you. So that's not off their 7800 degrees Fahrenheit. I think their first Their first national release, anyways, was 7,800 degrees Fahrenheit, I think it was. And I've got that in my music playlist as well. But this was their first big time mainstream album, was Slippery When Wet, right? I think. I'm working on a Spotify playlist that I can share. I shared it in Discord. I'm not quite done with it though. All right, now I'm looking for the airport because it should be just to my left. Is that it right there? Yes. Hey, Mackenzie, what in the world? How are you doing, man? Good to see you. Welcome in, Mackenzie. Happy Tuesday to you, my friend. Yes. Well, they didn't make me shave it, but I shaved it because I was thinking that they would want me to. And they did thank me. They said I didn't have to, but they thanked me for doing it. Because they said it's kind of difficult to work around beard hair. And I wanted to reduce the chances of anything that could create infection, especially near my spinal cord. So yeah, that's why I shaved it. Welcome in, Viper Strike. Good to see you. Viper Strike, another good fellow flight sim streamer of the community. Hang on a minute. There's a shout out for Viper Strike. Go give him a follow. He is an amazing streamer, knows a lot about where he's flying. Very educational streamer. Viper Strike is. All right, I try to land these very, very gentle because we do have, we kind of got a competition between myself and Kev Sim Corner and Mustix about how soft we land. So I'm really feathering it.
Socks for Beards, Lord of Socks, new campaign idea.
Lurking a bit. Yeah, man, good to, well, I haven't streamed much, but I know I appreciate you coming in, Mackenzie. Really good to see you. In Viper Strike, you're currently on a lengthy flight, Las Vegas to Honolulu. Dang, that is a long one. So my landing rate there was, hang on a minute, park brake on. My landing rate was a negative 88. That's not bad. That's not bad. 88 is not bad. All right. So let's go to, I'm going to fly the Vision Jet now. So if y'all would like to fly along, I'm going to jump in the Vision Jet now. Now, hopefully I have an expert of the Vision Jet in stream. I used to be really, really good at programming the avionics, but it's been a long time. So I'm going to need some help if someone is good with avionics in the Vision Jet in here. So I know I can use Navigraph for this flight, so I'm going to do that. Give me a second. All right, so LIEE is going to be our departure. The arrival will be LIML. All right. Got to bounce. No problem at all. Computer Steve, thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate you a ton. Thank you for coming in and saying hello and for hanging out, for being a mod. All right, Vision Jet. I really love the Vision Jet. It is such a smooth jet, and I love the way it looks too. It's such a sleek. It's an awesome plane. I got to see one in real life at Flight Sim Expo last year. Yes, this is a real plane. The the engine is actually at the on the top at the back. Very unique jet. Cyberstrike, thanks for dropping the bass. So this is the medium haul flight in FSX in FS Hub, or my airline, ParaSox Air. So this is going to be our departure airport. And the arrival will be LIML, Lima, India, Mike, Lima. And I need to update my bot. So if anyone types in the route command, they'll know. Oh, the engine's in the back. Yes, this is true, Jeffrey. Thank you. Thank you for that. My excuse is I'm still recovering from surgery 2 weeks ago. That excuse will run out at some point, especially with my wife. But right now it's still working, so I'm milking it as much as I can. Babe, I can't do that. I just had surgery. All right, I'm going to... Hey, Bocelli, what's happening, man? How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in, sir. How are you? All right, I'm going to share my screen again. So what... Why is it so big? Hang on a minute. Let's make this so y'all can see my entire screen. Wrong button. There we go. There. Okay. So this is what FS Hub looks like. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change my flight plan. You know what I need to do first, though? I'm going to plug it into Little Nav Map first. And let's see what we're looking like altitude-wise. So I'm going to do a new flight plan. And... Bocelli, I hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you. LIEE is our departure. So this is the stuff I don't show on stream typically. LIML. I typically have all this done before I even stream. And then this will be my destination. And now it will show me what my minimum safe altitude is, so I'll kind of know what altitude to fly. Okay, so my minimum, oh, here we go. So I need to fly, a minimum safe altitude is going to be 7,500 feet for this flight. That's the red line there. So up here, I'm going to change it to 7,500. There we go. So I'll fly at 7,500 feet. All right, done with that. The neck is doing really good, man. It's healing really, really well. Let's see here, 7,500. Oops, I didn't mean. There we go, 7,500, and LIEE, LIML, and this way people can find me and see my route. But no, I'm doing great, man. My arm, I haven't noticed a difference in my arm. I've still got numbness and weakness in my arm, but hopefully that'll go away in time. Oh, and thank you for the 30 bits too. I keep on forgetting about the Gigantify the emotes cost bits. I really appreciate that, Bocelli. I'm so sorry. Oh, all right. So, who can tell me what band this is? Can y'all hear this? Tell me who this is. Actually,
7,500 feet better than your pain level, RN.
I'm going to take a restroom break while y'all think about who this is. You don't have a clue. You will know, Stool Pigeon. I think you will know who this is once I say. Only the older people in stream will know. I'll be right back. Y'all think about it, and when I come back, let me know. Be right back. Hit those F's in chat. Aramon knows what's up. Yes, they were. Magellan, yes, for sure. All right, I'm back. So yeah, I think Aramon knows who it is. I'm gonna put on my Casey Kasem voice. No, I'm not. I am horrible at impressions. But yes, they were famous for their song Saturday Night. Probably mid to late 70s. I can't really remember. The Bay City Rollers. Bay City Rollers is the name of the band. I think that was probably their only hit. It was a good album though. I've got the whole album in my stream mix, but yeah. All right. So, let's see here. Is there anything else I need to do? No, I need to load into the airport. Let's go. 8-track, baby. Heck yes. You know, I think I may have had it on 8-track too, Aramon. I know I had Steve Miller Band with Jungle Love. I don't know the name of the album, but I did have it on 8-track. Oh, dude, really, Stool Pigeon? I'm so sorry. I thought you were older than you are. I am so sorry, Stool Pigeon. Please forgive me. I thought we were about the same age. I mean, I'm 25, but I'm an old soul. Oh, Bay City Rollers. They were really, their song Saturday Night was really popular in, I want to say, the late 70s, I think it was. Oh my gosh, have you really, Stool Pigeon? You know, my wife is 4 years older than me, and someone actually got us confused. Got same thing. Thought my wife was younger than I am, and that was funny. Oh, well, to her, that was funny to her. All right, so I'm gonna set my altitude to 7,500. Yeah, SATUR. Hey, Speedy, how are you doing, man? Good to see ya. Oh yeah, but the comment, it was kind of a snarky comment, like she was a gold digger. They said something to her about her being a gold digger or something, and I just thought it was so funny because not. If anything, she's a cougar. Wow. All right, let's see here. LIEE LIML. Oh, dude, heck yes, Jeffrey. For sure. Saturday nights, probably at that. Oh, man, I bet you are, Speedy. Yes, they did. They called her a gold digger. No crap. All right. So I wish I could share my Navigraph screen. So, programming this. I'm gonna move off the runway really quick because I don't want to be in anyone's way who may be wanting to take off. So I'm gonna do this. There, I'm just getting off the runway as I program my avionics, and then we'll take off. There you go, Jeffrey. Heck yeah. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and fuel up. Not sure how much fuel I'm gonna need, but I'm gonna program the avionics. All right, radios. Wait, I need to go to my. So I do have on my Stream Deck, I've got different ones for a different aircraft, different buttons. So I'm gonna go to the MFD. And flight plan. Okay, so we're good there, right? I'm going to do a direct to. I think we're good. I would like to do a so this is oh god, I can't think of the name of this band. Oh, Project 86. All right, now we'll taxi on over and let's get up in the air. Yeah, so I like all sorts of music. You'll hear a big variety of music on my playlist. Different styles. You can actually build the flight plan in Navigraph and then import it into the aircraft. But just to keep from having to move my head and my whole body as much, I just kind of did it a direct to save some time. How is the music level compared to my voice? Is it too loud or just about right? Is it good for y'all? Oh yeah, man, it's awesome. And I used to do that. I used to do Turbine Tuesdays, and I would show everyone how to do that, but it's been so long. Oh, you got to wait till next year, Speedy? Hey, just be patient, man. It'll be so worth it to you, though. But I understand. I'm the type of person where when I want to do something, or if I want something, I want it now. I'm very impatient when it comes to stuff like that. Excuse me. Come on. You can do this. All right, and this is the ParaSox Air medium haul challenge flight for today. Yeah, what does everyone else think? Music okay? Too loud? Need to come down a little bit? I have such a struggle sometimes getting in the middle of the runway. There we go. All right. I don't know why my nearest airport isn't working. Okay, cool. All right, we'll go with that. And let's go. This is a band called House of Heroes. Flo says I'm in a 172. Does it really? Oh, yeah, I need to change that. That's my bad. Holy crap. Oh, no problem at all, Nova Stuff. Thank you for being here. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Nova Stuff, I hope you are doing well. Yeah, it is doing good. I am in a Vision Jet. I'll show you in just a minute. Let me, I'm going to change it on here. What? Oh, I hate when I do that. I had caps lock on. Jeez. There. How fast are we going? Oh yeah, I don't want to go that fast. Oh yeah, we're at 179. I'm good to that. So this is a Vision Jet, still pitching, and it's I love this plane. Besides, oops, gear. Death Crow, what's up, Death Crow? How you doing? SF-50, is that the proper name for it? Besides the Cessna 172, this is my favorite plane. I really, really love this thing. And this is a real life plane. I've got to see one in person. Thank you so much for the follow, XFly90. I appreciate that. How does the other guy look? Oh, Death Crow. The other guy. Yeah, the center engine V-tail, man, it's a beautiful aircraft. So I had surgery, so the other guy's fine. It was me that took all the hit. Yeah, so I was having really severe arm pain and numbness. And what it turned out was that my one of the discs in my neck, in my spine, was ruptured and deteriorated. So they went in and removed it and put a cadaver bone in and used the titanium plate to screw the two vertebrae together. And over the next year and a half, it will fuse itself together. Really a lot. It wasn't as painful as what I thought it would be. Yeah, barely intrusive. I mean, they cut a probably I don't know, 1.5 to 2 inch incision in my neck, in the front of my neck, and then open it up and slide my esophagus and the windpipe over to access the spine and do all that. Yeah, it is weird. I've been having really weird dreams. No, but so I knew what a cadaver bone was, and I was cool with that, right? Then the doctor, right before surgery, he says, just kind of recapping. So you know what we're going to be doing today? We're going to be going in and taking out the disc and putting a dead guy's kneecap in. And that's exactly what he said, a dead guy's kneecap. And I'm like, I was just thinking, you know, I would have been perfectly fine if you would have just kept it at a cadaver bone. You don't have to say dead guy's kneecap. But it really, I mean, the doctor was phenomenal. The care I had, the Great Depression, right? The care I had was phenomenal. I mean, I can't complain at all about the nurses and anybody who was caring for me. They were fantastic. Yeah, it is kind of weird thinking that, you know, I've got a dead person's bone in my neck. But I mean, I guess it could be worse. It could be a transplanted heart or kidney or something like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just, you know, I'm on medical leave. Yeah, Airman, I am still teaching shop, but I'm on medical leave. They were really nice to me. So the doctor said I could go back after 2 weeks if I wanted to. So today's 2 weeks, but my job said no. If they want you out a month, just take the whole month off. And I've got 2.5 months of sick time built up. So they said just take the whole month off, no problem. We want you to be. We wanted to make sure that you're 100% when you come back, and then they transitioned the one class I was teaching this half of the semester. they transitioned it to online. So even when when I recover and can go back to work, it's not like I have any physical work to do until the middle of October when the second half of the semester starts. So they were fantastic. Yeah, right, Death Row? Exactly. Sir, we're going to take your dead knee and stick it in this living person's neck. Is that okay? So thankfully, Frankie, the class I'm teaching for the first half of the semester is a shop management class. So there's really no hands-on to it. However, during COVID, when we were, we couldn't do in-person classes per government instructions. We were teaching how to fix cars remotely, and that was a challenge. But yeah, the class, it worked out beautifully that the class I was supposed to teach is a shop management class. So they hired an adjunct just to it self-grades. I mean, there's really nothing to do but make sure students are doing their work, basically. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, it was. Thankfully, we had just transitioned our courses away from using a textbook to an online-based learning management system that is it's very interactive. So that worked out really well for us. Car mechanic simulator, right? Yeah, exactly. Yes. So what's really driving me crazy though is I can't drive. I can't drive until I go to the doctor on September the 9th. So I'm stuck at home. Can't exercise, can't drive, but I can walk. So I've been walking a lot. Been flying a ton. I've been flying a lot.
Fixing cars remotely sounds like something from a sci-fi movie, lol.
Sorry, my wife was texting me. You gotta do some work. No problem at all. Still Pigeon, thank you for being here. I have 50,000 mirrors, right? Yeah, I'm not overdoing it. But I did have everyone on the floor that I was on talking about how they had never seen anyone bounce back from surgery like I had. So the day of my surgery was at 7:30 in the morning. They had me up walking at around 1 p.m. And that afternoon I walked an entire mile, literally, because I used my watch. And and me and the nurse determined how many feet it was walking one lap around the floor. And I was determined to walk a mile. So I walked 1 mile the day of my surgery, after my surgery. And then, the next day I walked 3 miles around the floor, and they were all like, they were just amazed at how well I was doing. Lima Kilo Mike, what's happening, man? Oh my gosh, my vacation. I am so ready to go back to work. I am going crazy. But I'm doing great. Thank you, Lima Kilo Mike. I hope you're well. Good to see you. Oh, I had to be there at 5 o'clock. So they wanted me there at 5:30 to start prepping me. So we got there at 5. Yeah. But that's okay. I slept well. Now, my poor wife and daughter, but I slept really good. Yeah, exactly, Leo. Yeah, exactly right. Oh yeah, Speedy. I love the pics and the video that you send me. Yeah. So Speedy does gel ball, which is kind of like paintball, but not paint, and the balls are smaller and they hurt more. But yeah, pretty cool. He's got a YouTube channel and he sends me pictures and video of it. I'm sorry. I was texting, so my boss just texted me, and my wife was texting me at the same time. Yeah, last time I streamed, my neck really bothered me afterwards just because of the way I was sitting, I think, and it was only a week after surgery. But now my neck's doing pretty good today. Not really hurting me too bad. No. I was saying it's like paintball, but it's gel ball. No, that's right. Sorry, Speedy. I did have you confused. Man, I am so sorry. Yes, Speedy did a discovery flight. I am so sorry, Speedy. Speedy did a discovery flight last month and is going to be working towards his PPL. I am so sorry, Speedy. And he posted the pictures in my Discord. Pretty awesome. I did not, Soxy. So today I just decided to do something different. Instead of having to work on a flight plan, just figured I'd do the daily flights in FS Hub. My speed is dropping, isn't it? Thank you, Speed. Thank you, Super Typhon. You know what I could do, and I think I will do? I will do auto throttle and set it for 200 knots. Gotta remember how to do that. Let's see here. Is this auto throttle? Yeah, this is auto throttle. Oh wow, let me see what auto throttle's putting me at. Yeah, thank you, Speedy. What gets wet as it dries? Oh, that's a good one right there. Wait, but how do I set my speed though? I know I can set my, oh, there it is, speed mod. I have to be on manual throttle though. Okay, so auto throttle manual mode, and then I want to set it to, I would set it 250. There, we'll set it to 210. Let's see how I do there. I didn't want the stream to go by too fast. We'll see. 210 should be good. None of it's sham. Wow, exactly. Oh man, so my daughter and her best friend, when they were teenagers, we used to take them to the beach with us. And there was a dude there that had a sham wow and was like doing his little pitch. They didn't have a whole lot of spending money. My daughter and her friend didn't have a lot of spending money, but they wanted to get a sham wow. So it's like $20, and they bought it, and they were so disappointed at how well it did not soak up liquid. So it was a good lesson for them that not all advertising is what you think. Just because someone claims that their product will do, whatever, doesn't mean that it will. All right, I am going to set it at 250. Arch, what's up, man? How are you doing? Right, if it's an infomercial, yes. What's up, Arch? How you doing, man? Arch, NDA, another Flight Sim streamer. Good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? Let me give Arch a shout out. There you go. So I had surgery. I had spinal fusion surgery, where they go in and I'm going to turn my sim sounds down a little bit. There we go. They actually fused the two lower vertebrae in my neck, part of the spine, together. I know, right? I need to do that, Jeffrey. I need to do a neck brace. It does need to be a command, yes. And then I can do this. I agree. That needs to be a command. Oh, yes. I should. See, I would forget, though. I'm such an honest person that I would forget that I was supposed to say that. Oh, yeah, thank you. I feel great. It was 2 weeks ago today. But recovery, the minimum recovery time, well, I don't even know how to say it. But anyways, I can't bend, lift, or twist anything heavier than a gallon of milk. And I have to wear this brace for a month. So I got like 2 or 3 more weeks to go. There you go, Jeffrey. Neck brace and neck brace _truth. Yes. You want the truth or do you want the made up story? Yeah, exactly, Arch. But it's so hard, like I can't look up. I can't look down. So even drinking water, try drinking water without tilting your head back a little bit, right? Oh, that's a good one, Jeffrey. Let's see. I'm curious. Oh, wow. Okay. This is true, Arch. I do. I am too, Jeffrey. I was hoping it was going to be some kind of snarky answer. Yes, you have to tilt your whole body back. Yes. But I've got to admit, I am disappointed in that answer as well. I just realized that when I fly my Cessna, wait a minute now, am I always on this side of the screen? I guess I am when I stream. See, this is what's weird about streaming live, like live production. I always say what I'm thinking out loud. Yes, that's what I was looking for too. There you go, do it, Soxy. I was thinking that I was over here. Oh, this is true, Death Row, yes. Of course, I can fix that. I can put me wherever I want me to be. For some reason, I was thinking I used to be over on the right-hand side. I was over there earlier in the stream. Thank you. Well, what happened? I thought I was. What the heck? Hang on a minute. Let me try something. What? That's weird. So what it is, when I use my Cessna 172 set up on my Stream Deck, I'm on the right. But when I switch it to the Vision Jet, then I'm on the left. That's wild. Okay, cool. Scoop, what's up, Scoop? How are you, man? Scoop, there it is, another fellow flight sim streamer and streamer on Twitch as well. Good to see you, man. Let me give Scoop a shout out. I hope you're well. I'm doing fantastic, thank you. No, I didn't move myself. I didn't realize that I had two separate setups. One for the Vision Jet and one for my 172. That's interesting. I didn't even know it would do that. So that's through the Stream Deck changing it. Oh, wait a minute. I see what it is now. There. Yeah, good to see you too. Y'all go give Scoop a follow. Good friend. Yeah, thank you for lurking, man. I appreciate that.
Seems like the Vision Jet and 172 are in a rivalry.
So what it is, I've got a PC scene also for when I was playing Stray, and this is my PC scene. So I need to change that on my Stream Deck. Glad I figured that out. It was going to drive me nuts. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, that kind of blew my mind that I was on the opposite side of the screen. All right, I'm going to take a quick potty break and refill my water and get some more coffee, too. I need some coffee. So I will be right back in around 5 minutes. Y'all talk amongst yourselves, enjoy some music, and hit those F's in chat. There you go. Wait a minute, where's my BRB screen? Sheesh, what a noob. I don't have everything set up. There we go. All right, be right back. Okay, okay. Glad to see the plane still in the air. Jump outside the plane for a minute there. You know, sometimes it's quieter inside the airplane than it is outside. This one, I think, is actually quieter outside than it is inside. What in the world? Where did that come from? What misty place? What? All right, I think while we're just flying, I'm going to play around with the avionics. 'Cause I would really like to fly the approach. I got to remember how to do it, though. Is it procedure? Destination. There we go. Select the arrival. Is this the right place, Jeffrey? Right here where I'm at? And do I need to do... Oh, that's right. I did, Michelli. That's right. I want the approach, not the arrival. Okay. No, I'm good either way. So I want to fly the ILS in. So I don't want to activate it, right? I just want to load it. And I'm good with flying ILS. Runway 35. We'll fly the vectors. Oh, I'm with you. Okay, thank you. I didn't realize that. Okay, ILS is an approach. Devil Dude, what's happening, man? How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, man. Happy Tuesday to you. So, Jeffrey, at this point, I just hit load. Oh, wait, I got to switch from GPS to... Crap, how do I do that? Man, it's such a shame. I used to remember how to do all this stuff. Just hit okay. All right, thank you. Not me overthinking. Okay, so this will line me up for the approach to runway 35. Good deal. And then once I get close, then I hit... Oh, no way. You got your own airliner. Oh, you got your own airline on FS Hub? Good for you, Devilfly. Sweet. An approach gets you to a runway after you fly an arrival into... Good deal. Thank you so much for that explanation, Jeffrey. I'm going to take a picture of that so I will remember that. I'll probably make a note. Yes, cool. Devil Dude, I didn't think I would enjoy having a virtual airline of my own, but oh man, I do. Oh, cool. And I like this, so it's actually got an estimated time of arrival too, right here for us. The distance and how long it'll take. So a little bit less than an hour. That's perfect. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. You need to now delete the first input of your destinations in magenta. Oh, Iowa Scotsman, welcome in. I had surgery. So, death crow. See, I just always go straight to the right answer. I forgot to make it up. Iowa Scotsman, another flight sim streamer. Good to see you. So, I had spinal fusion surgery. Ah, man, I know. I just need to shut up for a minute and think before I answer is what I need to do. I need to ad-lib it. Yes. All right, so what do I need to do? Do I need to get rid of... Tell me what I need to get rid of, and I also want the altitudes to automatically adjust. Delete LIM. How do I do that? Just click on it and hit delete? Oh, and remove it? Oh, okay. And then I need to go into Navigraph and select that that approach as well. So I am doing this one, which is ETF APR. Yes, I was jealous, Mustix. I was jelly. What flavor? Green. Oh, I saw that, Mustix. That was a rough landing you had yesterday, dude. All right, so we should be good there. Yeah, it's been a little while since I've flown the Vision Jet. Kazaki Flyer's flying along with me. Welcome in, Kazaki. Besides the Cessna 172, this is my favorite aircraft in the sim. Mold flavored jelly, yes. Thank you, Kazaki. Welcome in also. And thank you for flying along. I think Kazaki's the only other person flying along with us right now. Trying to be less floaty and flare closer to the... Oh, yeah. So, with what I just set up, is that going to automatically adjust my altitudes, or do I need to adjust my altitude to... I think it's what was the approach altitude? 3,000? Oh, show it one more time? Thank you. All right. Or does that mean it's automatically going to do it for me? All right. Yes. Just click it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. So I just need to make sure it is a Alicia, yes. All right, so where do I set my altitude to 1,000 at? Right here? I mean, 10,000. Is that 1,000 or 10,000? That's 1,000. Oh, right here? Oh, look at my PF. Oh my gosh. I don't see it changing it though. Where's it changing it at? Excuse me. All right, then on this, like VNAV. Oh, wait a minute. There. All right. Oh, okay. I see now. Yep. All right. Cool. I got you. Hey, KW, how are you doing? Yeah, right here. I wasn't thinking to look up there. Gotcha. KW, I hope you are doing well, man. Good to see you. Okay, so now what do I need to do? Just leave it? Still need to hit VNAV. Right here? It looks like VNAV's enabled. Yeah, it should be good. I think I'm good. Am I good? I have no freaking idea. I mean, I got plenty of time to fix it if I'm not. All right, so I'm going to click back then. I'm going to assume that I am good. Ah, got you, Jeffrey. I mean, no worries. I'm learning. And at one point, whoa, shoot. I used to fly this jet a good bit. On Tuesdays, I did a Turbine Tuesdays, and I would fly it. And I learned so much about programming, but man, it's been so long since I've done it now. I'm super rusty. I feel like I might need to climb. Oh, no, not programming like, excuse me, not programming like computer programming, but programming like the flight plan and stuff. Yeah. Not your type of programming, Leo. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, sorry to get you all excited, Leo, for nothing. Sorry about that. Awake from your lurk. The Kazaki flyer may not be flying with us. He may be doing the medium haul flight himself. As well. Kazaki flyer is a member of the community and a streamer as well. This is a beautiful area right here. So that's the tallest of the mountains right there. Should be good after these next couple little peaks. Okay, now I'm gonna go back inside. Now you can look and see as I adjust. So look, this blue number right here on top of my altitude indicator. As I adjust my radio panel, you'll see that it's changing that blue number. And that's what they were wanting me to change a little while ago. It took me a minute to realize where to look, but there we go. So now I'm back at 1,000. Oh, wow. Dang, devil dude. Oh, yeah, Leo, just wait till... So they've got a new one coming out in November. Flight Sim 2024. It's supposed to be even better. That's amazing. So Devil Dude, is it just, how many pilots have you got? That's nuts, man. That's a lot of flights. You're the only pilot, dude. How long have you had your own airline? That's crazy. Yeah, Leo, if you look it up on YouTube, they've already released some trailers. Flight Sim 2024. It's pretty amazing. So we got about just under 40 minutes left in the flight. Gotcha. See, I like having a virtual airline because it gives you I mean, not that 35 flights on your own airline now. Nice. Um, Not that it's boring flying a Microsoft Flight Sim without, having a virtual airline, but it helps you come up with some ideas. Like what I'm doing today is the medium haul daily challenge flight, just to have something different to do. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty neat, Death Grove. Yeah, so Devil Dude, that's what we've done between myself and yeah, Leo, it is nuts. I've got sheesh. My mind. Uncle B Sim Channel. He also creates flight plans. So he's created a lot of historic Pan Am flights, and a lot of other flight plans for me as well in there. We've got a lot of hubs. I've put every Japan airline in real life flight in with the hubs in real life, and there's another airline too that I've got every. Can't remember which one it is. Oh my gosh, you spent over $500 flying this C-46 Ford at the moment. You're behind on lease payments. So which airline is it that you're flying for? So like FS Hub and ParaSox Air, you don't have to buy planes. You don't have to virtually buy planes, or you don't get paid for hauling cargo or anything like that. But that is pretty cool though. I'd have to check. I don't know. Really recommend the new PMDG. Oh, the 777-300. I never kept up with how much money I spent in planes, but I probably got about that much. When you really get into flight sim, you spend a lot of money on add-ons. And it's so much more than just, aircraft is a big expense, but it's so much more than just that. Like I've got my 2 flight controllers, so many other things, but it's fun. I love it. Yeah, I stopped flying for a while, but it was just because of my work schedule. And now the reason I was texting my boss is because we had hired a part-time instructor to take some of the load off of us, and I was going to be able to stream more. But he just told me after teaching one time, the part-time teacher decided he had had enough. So I don't know after I recover when I'll be able to stream, unless we get another part-time teacher in. And it's not so much that the students are bad. I think for him, it was working a full-time job because he's part-time with us, still working a part-time job and doing his duties as a instructor. It was just a little bit too much. Ah, gotcha. I totally get that. I get that, Death Growth. Totally understand. prior to my surgery, I bought Paper Mario, The Thousand Year Door. I bought, what other game did I buy? Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. And then there's another one, Bo, The Path of the Teal Lotus, I think it is, for my Nintendo Switch, thinking that I would want to play a lot of video games. But no, I find myself wanting to do this. Thousand Year Door is good, yes. So my plan was to play that, but I've been flying all day. And it's hard for me. I understand that too, Death Crow. That's totally understandable. And it's hard to even read when you can't look down. So I have to hold my arms up. So I've got a pillow that I prop myself on, and I put on my lap so I can prop my arms on the pillow to where I can hold my Kindle or my Nintendo Switch at a comfortable level where I'm not looking down or bending my head down. Oh my gosh. You lost 110 hours of Breath of the Wild. So I finished Breath of the Wild, and I have finished Tears of the Kingdom as well. They're both amazing games. I didn't think that they could do better than Breath of the Wild, but Tears of the Kingdom is fantastic. Still waiting for... Yeah. Tears of the Kingdom is fantastic, Leo. I'm still waiting for Silk Song, Hollow Knight 2 to come out. I'm really disappointed that there's been... It was... So, what is it? Team Cherry, they did make an announcement about it a few months ago saying that, sorry, we've been so silent. We'll be better about giving updates, which they haven't done. But I'm really looking forward to Silk Song. But Bo, Path of the Teal Lotus is a pretty good game to fill that gap while we're waiting. Yeah, Leo, yes, I agree. Oh, Death Crow, that sucks. See, when I got my OLED, everything transferred. Oh, man. But yeah, that's kind of discouraging. So I had, y'all are going to laugh at me, but I was really big into animal, why can't I think of it? Moet, I couldn't see my third leg because of my stomach anyways, but I'm working on that. So there's that. Animal Crossing. Thank you, Leo. I don't know why my mind went blank on that, but yes, I was huge into Animal Crossing. I used to stream it a lot, and I had an obstacle course built in it that I would time. In fact, I've got a movie that I made. I made an Animal Crossing movie. A short film. Let's see if I still have, hang on a minute. But when I switched to my OLED, I lost my entire island. That was upsetting. Well, shoot. I used to have a shortcut for it. Let me find it really quick. I'll just...
Yo, Lord of Socks, when are we flying over Hillier next?
Baked, golly, I didn't mean to holler that out. Baked, I think you'll like this. Let me see if I can find it. I forgot what account. I've got 5 YouTube accounts. I got to find the right account. There it is. So I had several friends helped me out, come over to my island to help me out with this. But here's the little short film, Animal Crossing murder mystery short film. Yeah, that's what I do too, Death Crow. I don't play it on my TV. I play it handheld while I watch TV and do other stuff. So I'm multitasking. Yeah, no, you ain't got to do it now, Leo. So anyone that's into Animal Crossing should appreciate it. There's some stuff I wish I would have done differently in it, but it was still, that was my first time doing something like that. And it was pretty cool getting the community involved in it.
Is Tom Nook in it or nah?
Yeah, I would rather play it handheld than on TV, Death Crow. I've tried it on TV, but like you, I'm so used to playing it. I'm so used to playing it handheld that I'd rather play it handheld than on TV. All right, I'm going to take another quick key break. I will be right back. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. Be sure to hit those F's in chat. Let's see here. I keep on going to the wrong scene. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So hopefully I've got everything programmed right. Because we are 123 nautical miles out. We're getting close. Hopefully we're good. Let's see here. I need to... Oh, Art started streaming. I was wondering what happened to Art. She started streaming. There we go. Right. Well, the good thing is I've got a bathroom right here beside me. So it's just a short hop. Yeah, she gets a little too chatty sometimes.
Quick pit stop before we soar again.
Mm-hmm. I can make her ignore you, though. There is a way that I can make her ignore you. Oh, it's why you didn't renew it? I totally understand that. Yeah, I struggled trying to find a balance between being overly chatty and then not being chatty enough. Because I like her to be interactive, but sometimes it can be a little much. Let's see what it's showing estimated time now. All right, so we got just under 25 minutes left now. Yeah, the devs are pretty amazing, actually. They spend a lot of time in my channel. One of them was in here right at the beginning of stream, and he jumped out, but the devs are pretty quick to get on stuff. Lots of times, Soxy, lots of times. So fingers crossed that I've got everything set like it should be. Yeah, I did go ahead and make a shortcut for my Animal Crossing murder mystery movie. Let me make sure that works. AC. Yes. I'm wondering if there's a way, if I reach out to Nintendo, if they can retrieve it somehow, but it's been probably too late. Oh, thank you, Leo. It was a lot of fun. That was back when I first started streaming, and I got a lot of the members of the community to come in and help me out with it. Yeah, it's kind of, I could have done a little bit better on the edits, but that was my first try at it. I enjoyed it. Hey, S-Rap, how's it going? Good to see you. I hope you're well. Happy Tuesday to you. Same Death Crow. If I could sit in my recliner and play Microsoft Flight Sim, I would be a super happy person. Hope you're well, S-Rap. Good to see you. We are approaching our final destination. It's a thing here, Soxy. Outer Wilds. Is that PC only, Leo? Really? Okay, cool. Multi-console and PC. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I'll check that out. I am probably going to start, probably not today, maybe tomorrow, playing some of my Nintendo Switch stuff. It gets kind of boring just sitting there. Really hadn't watched a whole lot of TV. But I'll find myself reading, then fall asleep. Then I'll go walk a little bit. I need to get it. After I stream, I'm probably going to go walk, get some exercise. Yeah, I don't really want to spend any extra money right now either, Death Pro, so I'll just be happy being able to come back here and do what I do. But it would be nice to sit in my recliner and play. So, so right now I'm flying at 11,000 feet. No, well, basically 10,400 feet. Is my plane going to come down to the correct altitude on its own? Does anyone know the way I've got it set? I know, Arch is streaming now. I don't know if Music's is still in here, or whoever else was helping me. If it stalls, it will. Yes, this is true. I know it'll pick it up at 3,000. I'm gonna just to be on the safe side. It said VNAV activated somewhere. Yes, it did, Jeffrey. That's right. It was you that was helping me. Thank you. Oh gosh, that was bad. Soxy, what? Let me look and see, make sure that it says that. Yeah, VNAV is enabled, yes. All right, well, I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing then. Because I was going ahead and bringing my altitude down some, but if it'll do it for me, then I'm good with that. And I did see where it was showing top of descent, right? Isn't that what it said? Yeah, top of descent in 10 minutes. And then it will start descending. See, this is what I was just concerned about this because it's not showing. Okay, cool. Alrighty then. I need to make notes. One day I actually found a video on YouTube of a real Ah, okay, Jeffrey. Thank you, because that's what was that was what was making me nervous. Okay, I'll calm down. I found a video on YouTube of a real Vision Jet pilot that was showing all this on a real Vision Jet, and I should have made notes, but that was back when I was flying this on a regular, and I kind of committed it to memory. But memory ain't what it used to be.
VNAV will take care of you, no worries.
Soxy knowing all this stuff. I should have just asked you. I'll try that next time. You know what? No, I can't. Shoot. I could try it off stream, I think. Asking her how to program it. I'll have to try that off stream just for the heck of it and see if Soxy really knows all this stuff. Which I know she's AI. I mean, she probably could figure it out. Oh no, really, Death Grove? That sucks. I am on my second cup of coffee.
Memory isn't what it used to be. You gotta drink more coffee like a true pilot, Lord of Sox.
I normally only drink one cup of coffee, and I'm on my second one today, Soxy, so that is not a good excuse for me. So, but as far as my speed, though, I need to control my speed, correct? If I remember correctly, I need to control my speed. It will control my ascent, my descent, excuse me. Oh, really? Okay, well, yeah, let me put auto throttle back on. It should have true auto throttle. Five minutes to top of descent. Hey, Red Baron, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Good to see you. It has been a while, but it's been a while since I've streamed, so don't feel bad. How are you? Happy Tuesday to you, my friend. Hope you're well. Just doing a little Vision Jet flight today. So even this afternoon, I'll probably continue doing a flight. I've got on my virtual airline, I've got a Silk Road, which started in China, and I've made my way to Russia now. It's a 35 leg, I think it is, flight. An Uncle B Sim channel made. I've been flying it in my Cessna, so I'll probably continue that this afternoon off stream. Oh yeah, Red Baron. I zoom out on the MFD map. Okay, cool. Let me try that. Do I have? See, I need to create shortcuts for all these. Now, zoom out is... No, wait. Dang it, where's my zoom button at? Yeah, Verpals are supposed to be really good. I haven't really seen anything about the Charlies.
Wow, Silk Road Tour sounds epic. Can't wait to see more.
It's an MFD. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Yep, top of descent. Okay. Right there. So we're getting there. Staying away from honeycomb. Yeah, I totally understand. I don't know what's going on over there with honeycomb. I've been so far removed from flight sim stuff lately just because of my full-time job. Fire Sandy, what? That's a name I haven't seen in a long time. How are you doing, Fire Sandy? Happy Tuesday to you. Hope you're well. Wind wings and Verpals are comparable. See, the only pedals that I was going to look at Flight Sim Expo last year was the Charlies, and I put my feet in them and I liked them. But I wish I had tried out the Verpals or the Wind. I don't remember if Wind Wing was there or Wind Wing was there. I know Verpal was, and I wish I'd have tried those. But yeah, right now I've got the Logitech G pedals, which are like the cheapest of the cheap, but they work and they're good. They've done me good for 3 years now. But yeah, it's time. Yeah, see, I've got an X56 that I rarely ever use. I thought about selling it. Yeah, and my Sidetech pedals have been great, but I would like to get some upscale ones. Yeah, I didn't think they were, Jeffrey. Thank you. I didn't think I remembered seeing Wind Wing there. Yeah, same here, Death Crow. So I've got the X56, but it's like with all the other stuff I've already got on my desk, I don't have room, and it's a pain in the butt swapping it out. What's going on? Angry One Horn coming in with a raid. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Angry and Raiders. How's everyone doing today? Thank you so much for that. Angry One Horn is yeah, most people in here probably know Angry. An awesome flight sim streamer, good longtime friend of the community. Welcome in, Angry. How are you doing? What were you guys doing? Where were you flying? Thank you so much for that raid. Oh, that must be nice. I'm still, even though I'm not working for the next 3 weeks, I'm still waking up at 4 in the morning and just getting up because I can't go back to sleep. So even though I could sleep till noon, I'm not. welcome in. And if you don't already know me, raiders that came in on that raid, I'm Scruffy Tam. I'm a longtime gamer. I've been streaming for, oh good lord, 3 years.
Guess it's time to sell some kidneys for
And
new
flight
heavens.
simming for about that long too. So we are on approach for our final destination. Oh, you work nights. That really sucks. Yeah, I can totally understand where you're coming from then. All right, we should be getting close to top of descent now. Angry, what is up, dude? Thank you so much for the raid. Let me give Angry a shout out now. I think everybody in here knows Angry, but just in case, Angry One Horn, an awesome flight sim streamer. So you guys were flying from Arco ID to, Idaho to Missoula, Montana. Nice. VFR and VAT sim, cool. All right, yes. So now we are now descending. Cool. Although I'm not seeing the descent. Oh yeah, okay. All right, I'm patient. I'm gonna be patient. Look for the purple arrow to the left of the altitude tape to come down. Yeah, because I'm very close to the airport now. Yeah, it missed it. It might be, yeah. That's all right. Wait, now we're doing something. Well, we're turning. Oh, well, we're turning because we're descending. Oh, that's okay. It happens, man. I need to knock off auto throttle. Yeah, auto throttle's off. Yeah, slip it, right? Actually, there's the runway. I'm going to make it. Man, I'm dropping altitude like crazy. This is nuts. Rubber Duck, thank you so much for the follow. Rubber Duck number 5. Rubber Duck 05, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in. Let's see if I can stick this landing. I need to bleed off some more speed though. All right, 2 notches of flaps.
500.
I'm going too fast for flaps right now. Crap. Oh yeah, thank you. Crap. I'm probably too fast for gear down too. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna go around. Yeah, I'm gonna go around.
Nervous?
Yes.
First time.
No, I've been nervous lots of times.
I started to go ahead and try it, but I'd really, because this is a ParaSox Air Flight, and myself and Kev Sim Corner and Mustix kind of have this landing rate challenge going on, trying to see who can get the best landing rates. I really didn't want to slam it down. Thank you for those sound alerts. All right, airport should be on my right.
500.
Fly out just a little bit, and we'll circle back around. There's my runway. I appreciate everyone's help getting everything programmed. Maybe that's something I can do in my off time. Study how to program. The flight system in this plane. All right, we'll go out just a little bit more. Excuse me. All right, let's turn this thing around. Not upside down, Scruff. Just turn it around. There we go. All right, bring my airspeed down.
500.
A little bit high. A bit fast. Throttle back, let the runway meet the plane. Nice. Very nice. I'll take that all day long. I think that was let's see what that landing rate was. That's pretty sweet. Let me get off the runway really quick. So I'm not, yeah, dude, that was awesome. Thanks for your help. The landing rate was -35. I'll take it. That's what I love about this Vision Jet. It's such a smooth landing plane. Just it's smooth flying too. And I think I know Kando's streaming, so I think I'll raid Kando. Let me get over here to a parking spot. Or at least clear the runway anyways. Soxy, you're like 5 minutes too late. Right? I mean, dang, come on, where you been? Soxy been lurking. Oh, look, there's another Vision Jet over here, so we'll park right beside this V-Jet. Right? Yeah. Oh, that's not a V-Jet. That's a freaking... Never mind. Not quite what I thought it was. It will be okay. All right, everybody. So thank you for hanging out. I appreciate everyone who helped me. Even though it wasn't quite successful, we still landed beautifully. Beautiful landing. So thank you, everybody, for being here. And, oh, I'm watching myself because I was lurking Angry One Horn. That's weird to look and see myself talking on the stream. So thank you, Rubber Duck 05. Thank you for the follow. Angry One Horn. Thank you for the rate of 13 viewers, dude. I really appreciate that a ton. Thank you so much. XFly90, thank you for the follow. And let's see, Bacelli with 30 bits. Thank you for that. Jeffrey, thank you for the resub. I think that wraps it up for today. Right, exactly, Jeffrey. So Kendo said we're going to raid today. Thank y'all, everybody. I will continue flying this afternoon. Once my wife leaves back for work, I'll do some more flying. We'll do some of the Silk Road, but I'm not going to be streaming it. I'll just do that off stream. But for now, let's hit this raid message. Let's see here. Raid. All right. Raid my good buddy Kendo. Met him several times in person. Lives about an hour from me. We don't hang out as much as I would like to, even though we only live an hour away. So there, if you're a sub of the channel, that first message is yours. If you're not a sub, the second message is yours. Subs are always appreciated, never expected. Let's go, Raid Kendo. Thank y'all so much. I wish you happy flying, happier landings. Be safe. Until next time, it'll be another pop-up stream, probably Thursday maybe, or Friday. But we'll see y'all then. Take care of yourself.